I have now had the Retrax EQ installed on my Silverado for right around 2 years, and today I want to go over the pros and cons of having a power retractable tonneau cover. First off, the biggest thing about the Retrax cover is the price tag. One thing I've noticed is Real Truck will sometimes put this guy on sale for right around $2,800, so my suggestion is to wait and try to catch this guy on sale. The thing that makes this cover so expensive is the electric features. Not only can you open and close the cover with your factory remote, but it also has Bluetooth capabilities. The Retrax app gives me the capability to open and close the cover, control the door locks, and even open your tailgate. It's a pretty cool feature, but it's something I've never really used until recently. My family and I took a trip to the beach. We rented a condo on the 3rd floor, and unfortunately, there was no elevator, so we took turns unloading the truck going up and down the stairs. Well, one time I went all the way down the stairs, forgot my keys, and then realized, oh yeah, I've got the app. So I brought that up, was able to unlock the doors, and that was a lifesaver because after about 5 trips up and down those stairs, I was not wanting to go all the way back up there just to get the keys. Now, the main thing I use and love is being able to open the cover with the factory remote. There have been several times where I will be leaving a store after buying something, need the cover open, and as I'm walking across the parking lot, I can just hit the unlock button 3 times, and by the time I get there, it's fully open. And let's say I'm getting something like a piece of wood, but I've got something else in the bed that I don't want to blow out. I can close the cover right against it with the cinch mode. I've used this several times to better secure things, and it works great. Another electric feature that comes with this Retrax cover is an LED bed light that comes on automatically when you open the cover. It comes with a driver's side light, and you have the option to purchase a passenger side light. I personally like having both of these lights because I have the undercover swing cases, which blocks the built-in bed lights when you have them in place. So if you don't have swing cases in the back, you should be completely fine with one light, but having more light is never a bad thing. Another benefit of having this retractable cover is if you want a bed rack. If you go with a roll-up cover or a tri-fold cover, you could potentially have issues trying to open it. Any type of rack could possibly get in the way. You shouldn't have any issues opening and closing the cover with a manual retractable cover, but having the electric option just makes it easier. If you don't care about a bed rack, I would say one of the most important things to consider about buying a retractable cover is the loss of bed space. If you have a crew cab, you most likely already have a short bed. I'm not gonna lie, there's been some instances where it's been frustrating trying to fit certain things in the back of this truck, and it never fails. That one thing is always 1 or 2 inches just too long to be able to close the tailgate. I would say this is the biggest con for any retractable bed cover, but luckily Real Truck claims the Retrax EQ is the smallest canister on the market. Another very important thing people want to know about any bed cover is how well does it keep the water out. This cover actually does a good job. I've taken this truck on several trips and never worried about any luggage or anything getting wet. This is not 100% waterproof, and I don't believe I've ever had a cover that was. You'll sometimes get a little water running down the tailgate and a little running down towards the canister. One last thing to consider before buying a retractable cover is where do you live? In the wintertime, this did freeze up on me a couple of times and I was not able to open it. So if you live somewhere where several months out of the year is very cold and you get really freezing temperatures, you might want to go a different route. Now for me, it's like it's 1,000 degrees every month, so I don't really have that issue. Outside of everything I've discussed, I've had no issues with any of the capabilities or features that this cover comes with. The Retrax EQ is a very solid option. I have really enjoyed having a power tonneau cover. The only problem I have with it, like I said, is losing the extra bed space. But it's one of those things, once you've had an electric cover, it's really hard to go back. I hope this helps you decide if an electric retractable tonneau cover is right for you. And if you're interested in checking out the install video I did on the Retrax EQ, I'll leave a link in the description below. Well, I appreciate y'all watching this, and until next time, we'll see y'all.